Hey Josie, good afternoon. How are you? Just sat here doing some locks, sorting these out. Hey lovely, how are you? Just sorting out the locks for Advent, so I might as well get stuck into them today. I've just put a load of new bats on the website, so I keep myself busy while I'm sat here talking to you. At least look like I'm busy. I'm having one of my perfect Sundays today. It's pouring down with rain. I love rainy Sundays. There's a rugby match on over the back, so if you hear cheering in the distance, it's them lot being rambunctious. So I've got a discount code on just for today. URL joined. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I've got a discount code on today. It's for everybody, not just UK. So if you type in festival at checkout for 10% off your entire trolley, and you can order anything off there. And when you get to checkout, put in festival in capital letters. You'll get 10% off everything in your basket, your total order, and it's open to overseas as well. But it's only till tonight, and then whoever uses the discount code today, I will choose someone at random who's used the code, and I will stick 100 gram free bat into their order when I post it out. So I've got that going today because I'm on the UK Felting Festival advertising today. So I thought, well, last time I did a giveaway with any orders, so that's what I'm doing again today. So if you want to pop over, I've put a couple of 100 gram bats on the website as well. I've just put another one inspired from my space themes, just 105 grams and 200 gram bats, but I've not put my new listings on there yet. I'll do them tomorrow once this is over with. And I've just sold my last listing for my advents, so I won't be putting any more of those up. So I've got to get these sorted out. And the American ones, if I get a wiggle on, they will be posted out the first week in October. So I will get them posted out at some point in the first week, just to avoid any delays that you have in your customs. Though I know things have settled down a little bit, but I know sometimes the sorting office in Chicago, if any mail goes through there, it can be a bit of a hit and a miss as to whether it's going to make it through properly. But I don't seem to be having any problems with my customer over in Texas, and her orders go through the Chicago office. And for a while there was a couple of issues, but it seems to have been all sorted out now. But just in case, I'm just trying to avoid any delays. And then you've got to hide it in your cupboard until the 1st of December. Even I've got a Christmas advent coming this year, but I've opted for a mini skeins hand-dyed set from Siobhan Crafts. That's who I get my neon dyes from, and I've never had one before, so I thought, well, I'll treat myself to one. So I've pre-ordered for that. Oh dear, these beer fell curls love to stick together like flaming super glue. Oh dear. So what a week when it comes to mobile phones is flaming bin. I got my phone sorted out. Yes. Oh, what a nightmare. So a week ago last Friday, when I realised that my phone was really going on the blink and it wasn't happy at all, I ordered a second-hand phone from an online company that I've used a few times over the last 5 years. Never had any problems with them. So I chose a phone, paid for it, told it was shipped out for next working day, which would be Monday, because we don't get Saturday's obviously not a working day. So it arrived on Monday, and I sorted it all out and I got it going, and I had to start typing in passwords and stuff, and the keyboard kept glitching. And I couldn't even get into the actual phone at one point. It wouldn't even accept my code because the touch screen was starting to play up. So I'm thinking, well, that's not on, is it? It's supposed to be checked and refurbished and all the rest of it. So I phoned them up on the Tuesday morning, told them what was wrong, send it back. So I had to pay for blinking postage tracked next day delivery. Special, be there by 1 o'clock. So I did that, and I never heard anything off them at all. And 2:30 came, and nothing off of them. So I phoned them up and asked them, right, what's going on? Oh, we've not received it. So I checked the Royal Mail website. Still sat there, and as far as it was concerned, it was in transit from Carlisle to Exeter. So I was like, right, that's just not funny. So I phoned them and said, right, there seems to be a glitch. It's still stuck somewhere. So I left it. And they says, oh, maybe it's just sat in our post because we don't get our post until 4 o'clock in the afternoon before it's dropped off, and then we send out our orders as well. I says, right, okay, I'll leave it till then, and if I don't hear anything, then I'll be back in touch. So I left it till about 4:30, and I was like, right, enough's enough. So I ended up finding the number for Royal Mail, sat on the phone and hold for half an hour before somebody answered the phone. The woman was really nice, and what had happened, how mental is this? Now Exeter, yeah, okay, it's the equivalent of about 9.5 hours drive from where I live. My postal order had gone through to Carlisle, an hour north, from Carlisle down to Birmingham International Airport to go onto the Royal Mail flight plane to be dropped off at Exeter, only for them to get turned around at 11:30 at night because there was too much fog on the ground, so they couldn't land. So they had to go all the way back to Birmingham, where my flaming order sat on the aeroplane, on the runway, and then put onto a blinking lorry, and then taken down by 6:30 the next morning, for them to only just get it on Thursday lunchtime. I was like, you couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. So they couldn't sort the phone out, as far as I'm aware, because I ended up phoning them up on the Friday, because they hadn't been in touch with me. Oh, we can't open the phone up, we need the code. I'm like, well, you never put it on your forms that you needed this information. Maybe you need to update that. I'm starting to get a bit flaming petulant by this point. Really peeved off with them. I says, look, I've been using these guys for years. I've never had this problem before. What the flaming heck are you playing at? I says, look, I need this sorted out. I've had to go without a phone. I'm not able to reply to customers because I haven't got a working phone properly. So it's costing me money. So, yeah, it'll be sorted out this afternoon. Don't worry about it. We'll get a new one in the post. 4 o'clock comes. I don't get anything in the post. I get an email saying that they've full refund to my PayPal account that could appear in the next 2 to 3 working days. To say that I still haven't received this £180 yet. It's not an exaggeration. I'm not flaming happy. So I had to dip into we had to dip into the savings on Friday, which there isn't much in there. Dip into the savings on Friday, and I had to go to a different company that I've used before and order another phone off of there, and then pay $3.99 for express delivery, and I had it the next day. So, not happy. Still missing 180 quid. It's still not, even though PayPal says they've got it. I've not got it. I haven't got it anywhere. It's not on my bank. It's not on my PayPal. Not happy at all. So yeah, infuriating week it's been. 10 days without a flaming phone. A proper working phone, that is. One that I've not had to beg to switch itself back on when it's flashed off. So, yeah, that's been about the crux of my week. But Phil took me up to Carlisle on Thursday because he's off until next Saturday. So we went up to Carlisle on Thursday, had an Italian meal outside, which was not worth the money that we paid for. He didn't even get chips with lasagna. He wasn't happy about that. So, yeah. He wasn't happy about not having chips with his lasagna. He just got a bowl of lasagna. Higher Fibre Art Designs. So, yeah, so we had that. And then finally, discussion a couple of weeks ago about boulder holders. I managed to get a new supply. 6 brand new boulder holders. So that's always a bonus when a woman gets to fill up her underwear rations. First time in Primark for nearly 2 years. So that's me happy. Got a new couple of pairs of new jeans and some new t-shirts. Spent money I couldn't afford to spend, but I needed it. Oh dear. So what's everybody else been up to? Yes, I know, Imperfect Pearl. These things are needed. When you've sat here for 2 years in the same set that look old and grey and falling apart, and the dog's chewed parts of it, like at the clasp, and every time you go to fasten it up, you put your finger through the flaming hole and rip it a bit more. Enough's enough. So yeah, I don't know. So obviously I've not been able to put any new videos up on the website during the week, but I will get that sorted, and I will get something filmed on Tuesday. Because all my bats for blending are all more or less sorted. I just need to get them listed for tomorrow. Someone's just scored a try. Yeah, just scored. You can hear them yelling in the background. It's been absolutely pouring it down here. I don't even think it was forecast. So I've been doing a bit more weaving. I've got Aurora on the loom now. I'll show you in a bit. Turned out really nice. Been painting your bathroom or your bathroom vanity. Any colour or just going for white. I'm not even going to talk about my bathroom. It's an absolute eyesore. Oh. And I finished the gold one. Ionora. I finished the gold one last week. I've just got to tidy it up and shape it properly and sort out the ends. I'll show you in a sec. But that's been gifted. Pale grey. Yeah, grey's a nice colour because you can add all sorts to it if you want to like add your accessories in, whether it's like mint or lemons, or if you want to go for nice deeper colours as complementary. You can get away with really rich tones with grey as well. You don't have to stick with your pastels. Teal looks nice with grey. So yeah, or a deep purple. Deep purple would be nice, like some statement pieces in your bathroom. Oh, a bit of grass on that. So I'll just get my shawl and I'll show you. Oh. I've just got to finish off and tie up these, or braid the tassels on this, but it is really, really long. And it's turned out quite nicely. There's locks in there. So that's all hand spun with the Navajo plied yarn that I did for the weft. And then those bits there. So it's one of those really, I like personally big scarves that, what are you doing in there? There's a ball under my table. So I like them so that I can, if it's still like sunny, but it's cool outside and I want to go for a wander up the back hill with the dog, I want something that's going to cover my arms. Like just the top part of me with a jumper on or something, and just take the chill off my neck. So I wanted, I like, no, turn that round. Oh, so it's like that a bit more. Turns into something really long with a bit of weight in it as well, so the wind can't pull it away. So yeah, that one's done. As I say, it's going in the post this week to a friend who needs cheered up, and it was her birthday yesterday. So that just needs to get sorted out. So that's the one that I've done. That's the one you saw me doing the other week. But yeah, quite pleased with that. It's turned out quite nice. It's a nice happy colour. So I've done that. And then I've got the Aurora on the loom now, but it's not as wide, but this one's for me, I think. Well, I'll be wearing it on Friday when I'm at the wedding anyway, so I've got a wedding to go to on Friday. So I wanted something. I haven't got a coat or anything, like a posh coat to go with me, my wedding get up. And my nice heel shoes, my blue grey lace ones, are really pretty with blue underneath them. So I wanted something that I could just use as a wrap if we're out and if there's a bit of a chill in the air. So yeah, so I've got to get that finished. It was supposed to be peacock colours, but it didn't quite turn out how I wanted it. So we've gone with deep purple on the weft as a solid colour, and the warp is black going into green and going into 2 shades of blue. So I'm just about through the green and blue section, going into the last of the black, and probably by tomorrow, the way that I'm weaving up at the moment. And I've put in some ribbons in there, and I've used 1 or 2 different types of patterns, just as like little 1-2-inch pieces. Bathroom is light aqua and white curtain with a pale grey, nice and fresh colours. So the other week there, when I was talking, I said that I would do that video. What was the video on that I said I was going to do? Oh, do you know, I can't remember. I knew there was one I was supposed to do this week. Oh, it was using the Diz, wasn't it? That was it. So yeah, I'll have to have a little play with that. I might blend up something later on and get a feel for the gauge of it and get that done. So yeah, I will definitely get that done this week. It's been a nightmare. I feel like I'm all back to front, and it's not like I haven't been productive, though I didn't dye up my body clubs like I was intending on doing this week. I think I've spent most of my time just like weaving in the evening. Have I been doing blends during the week? I did blends yesterday, but I genuinely can't think of what I've actually done this week. It's like I've had an holiday, but I've not left the house. I've just been trying to get this flaming phone sorted out. Oh. So how's your knitting coming along in Imperfect Pearl? You got any new projects on the go? Well, these turned out really nice when you start opening them up. I'm not showing you them properly because these are the Christmas ones. So yeah, not a lot of news this week. Been pretty quiet. Just try to keep yourself busy when it's this time of year. Everyone's gone back to school, haven't they? So saying that, town was bedlam this week, considering what it's normally like. It's been quite busy when I've been in town. Loads of OAPs out and about again. But apart from that, there's no news. Oh, I got my friend sent me, Liz, if you're watching later, some seeds, wild dyer seeds. So I'm going to do like a video diary on my YouTube of me doing these. So that's alkanet. I've got weld, dyer's chamomile. So I'm going to get these all planted out. I think I've got some soil. I need to sort out some shelving in the greenhouse first. Safflower, soapwort, which some of these are actually British wildflowers anyway, and some woad. So I'm going to do little videos of getting these growing and things like that and put them on my YouTube, and then I'm going to get them planted. Then we'll start a bit of experiments next year on natural dyeing. I do have my eye on some other ones, but there's things around my garden I didn't even know that I could use for dyeing. So I'll have to have a rummage around. Like foxglove, you can dye with foxgloves as well, which I never knew. So I'll have to have a rootle around. I went to when we were in Carlisle the other day, we went into this, it's like a maze. It's a proper old-fashioned bookshop with all the books that you can never find, and antique books as well in there. And I was looking for a really old-fashioned natural dyer's book. Like, because I've got the Jenny Dean books and stuff like that, but they've only got so much listed in there. And I wanted to find a proper old-fashioned Victorian or earlier book, or even like a reprinted version of one, of like a botanical's guide to dyeing. But I couldn't find anything. But the guy was super helpful in there, so I need to go and, he said just go into Google books and type in a couple of sort of random bits of info of what you're searching for, and it should be able to find books that you can still find, or if they're out of print or whatever. So I need to do that, because I do like a reference book, to more for the fact of weights and measures and how much I really want to plant versus how much I'll need to plant to be able to achieve what I want to do. Because I will dry some of them as well as well, obviously I'll dry it, but some of the items that I want to use for dyeing with, I will dry whatever's remaining, keep some of them to grow till they go to seed for the following year, and then grind them down and sell them in sets on my website. That's what my plan is. Just got a bit of fluff in my mouth. So yeah, it looks like everybody's gone out today. It's Sunday, and there's just me, you here, Perfect Pearl. Oh dear. That's about it. Really quiet week. It's not like me to be so quiet. I don't think I'm going to do a full hour on here today anyway. It's I've got other bits and pieces I really need to get on with. I need to get my batty clubs in the sink and then get them dyed up this afternoon so I can get them dried and blended for Tuesday, because they need to go out at the end of the week. So, have you started doing your Christmas shopping yet in Perfect Pearl? Or are you one of these mental women that have everything already bought at Easter? I've known people like that. You know, the Christmas shopping at the beginning of the year, in the sales. How they can hide it in the house for an entire year is beyond me. Oh God, I can hear my birds. I've not been out and fed the birds yet. Oh dear. You like to get things bought early. All our kids are all older, probably the same as you. So we just give them a bit of money now. Not a lot, but enough just to say that we thought of you and remembered you. It's more than what they do for us, though, to be fair. And a couple of them got kids now as well, so they get a token gesture of a couple of quid to get themselves a takeaway or something. At the end of the day, my granddad used to give me 20 quid every Christmas, and every year he used to buy me 4 rolls of wallpaper, and I would decorate a room or buy a tin of paint with my Christmas money for my granddad. So I don't even think you can buy a tin of paint for 20 quid anymore. Because this pile's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. How's your mum? Say hello to your mum for you as well. Oh, Christmas trees back to school. Yeah. Christmas trees. Yeah, people buy the Christmas trees at Christmas. Yeah, paint is getting expensive, definitely. Don't know about you, but our food's getting really expensive over here at the moment. Well, I say at the moment, for the last 6 months have been steadily creeping up in price since we've come out of lockdown. As if the shops haven't made enough money off of us. Oh dear. So no, we just generally Christmas times we buy each other or something. We'll usually do like I don't know, set ourselves a tiny budget, like 50 quid each or something, and we try and get as many presents as we can out of it for 20 quid. Gas too's ridiculous. We're all right at the moment, but to be fair, I only use my gas. I've got a boiler, and I only use my gas for the top of my cooker. And it heats up my boil for my hot water, but my shower is electric, and obviously my taps. But I don't use, my boilers set only to hot water. I don't use them to heat up the radiators, and I actually saved myself a little fortune by not doing that. I only pay out about 20 quid a month for gas, and about 30, 35 pounds or something like that for electric, and that's because I don't have my central heating on at all. My house is entirely heated up with a coal and wood burning stove in the front living room. And draw names for Christmas like a secret Santa. Yeah, well, there's only the 2 of us, so we send the kids money. The grandkids get a bit of money in the cards, because these days, no matter what you get your grandkids, the parents don't like it, so you're safer off just putting money in a card for them. They can get it themselves. Well, that's what we found with our lot anyway. But no, we give each other a limit as to what we're allowed to spend. And then, though Phil can be naughty sometimes because he gets tips from his deliveries, so he sometimes has a little bit squirreled away in his back pocket. And then I've got my little business, so sometimes I've got a little bit squirreled away. But when it comes to like the main wages, we'll set ourselves, I don't know, about 50 quid or something, don't we? Usually. And then we just go off and find stupid things for Christmas. He's easy because it's usually Lego, but I can't afford flaming Lego because it's far too expensive.
No, it's
not. Oh dear. Well, that's quite a pretty one. Yeah, so no, we're quite lucky. I mean, even though between us we've got quite a big family, we're not a close family. So there are bonuses as to not being close with families. Yeah, I think Secret Santa's a good thing to do. $100 a limit per person. Well, that's roughly about what we spend. I think in my money, that's about 80 quid or something like that. $100 to UK pounds, about £80. So that's probably roughly about what Phil and I spend on each other. There's a company called Weird Fish that every year I have to buy him his new t-shirts from there because they're funny character t-shirts, so he loves them. So that's always a bone. He always knows he's going to get one of those. Will you leave the rubbish under there? You're not having the ball. So yeah, energy wise, we're not too bad at the moment. We're hey Andrea, we though we probably financially don't save money because we pay for coal and then we get our wood. We're not using up gas supply half as much, and it brings down our electric bill as well at the same time. So we probably, by not using the gas for central heating because it uses up the electric at the same time, we're probably saving ourselves about 30 quid that way a month, and also saving ourselves about 30 quid on electric. You do propane heat for, yeah, well there's a load of people, loads use propane heat, especially if you live out in the middle of nowhere, you're not connected up to the mains gas in the UK. But the price of the gas at the moment, we're in the middle of a fuel crisis, going to hit in by Christmas, they reckon. Well, over here anyway, because we get most of our gas supply from Norway, which comes in through a Russian, what was I reading the other day, from a Russian pipeline. And it's over. I mean, we don't even have our own gas. Our own gas goes to other countries, and we buy our gas from another country. It makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, I've never quite understood that. Yeah, middle of nowhere. Yeah, you'll find that's the same over here in the UK as well. Love oil-based Arga heaters as well. You know, with the cooker range, and it's heated up by oil. So you get things like that. Still quite a few houses. You've got to have money to be able to afford it though. Or live in the old farms and things like that, and get like 6 months supply. And septic tanks. God, I couldn't imagine having a septic tank. What are you up to, Andrea? You doing any knitting or crocheting, or you doing something else? I'm nearly, I thought I was halfway through this bag then. I'm not halfway through the flaming bag at all. Nearly. Oh, goes on forever. Patchwork by hand. Oh, lovely. What, like, the proper patchworks. So not I'm thinking of plique cushions, that's nowhere near thinking in my head. Santa, when you sew around the outlines and applique it. Yeah, patchworks. I like doing, pardon me, I've got the hiccups. I like doing a bit of patchwork now and again. I did attempt it on my old sewing machine. But once you get so big, and then you want to put the wadding in it, then it just becomes too much. Hexagons joined together. So have you gone for a colour theme, or have you just looked around through all your stash box and everything else and just put bits and pieces together? I always start things like that for crochet and then lose all the blinking sections that I'd already crocheted that I have to sew together, and I can never find them all in the end. So I end up giving up. Start at the beginning of the first lockdown, blues, mustards and greys. Oh, what a nice combination. Like a deep navy blue, or just different tones of blue. That was quite a trendy colour last year. To have the deep blues and the greys, and as you say, the mustard, because the mustard's got that undertone of green in there, into like an olive green undertone, and they do look good together. Rain stopped. Some pale blue. Oh, that'll look really, really pretty. Have you posted any, or teal mainly, and some pale blue? Have you posted any on your Instagram? Cause I'll have to, if you have, I'll have to go and have a look for it. Cause I might have missed that. You always miss bits, don't you? You thought, I've not seen somebody for ages, and then you go and hunt them out and look through the timeline, and there's like 10 posts that you've missed. Saying that, I'm not on here all the time. And I do scroll through now and again. But it's when it's one of your favourite artists and she's just putting new listings up, and she did it 2 weeks ago and you completely missed them. When you go look for them, she's got none left. Miss so many posts. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. Instagram and Facebook's a nightmare at the moment. And then when I've sorted out this phone, there's a photo a while in progress. I'll have a look for it. When I sorted out this phone yesterday, it's asking me to, like, will you give permission for advertisements to follow you around? No, I flaming don't, thank you. On both. I mean, since when did social platform have to be all about advertising? This is because we all refused not to pay a joining fee to Facebook a few years back, when they were talking about making it so you had to pay. So they've brought in the advertising instead. But that's all well and good, but people are using the platform for different things, and they're making it harder and harder for people like me on there to show my posts unless I actually pay money for it. I'm going to have to find another platform. I had someone the other day there asking me if I was on TikTok. All the junk posts, I know, and the ones that you used to follow religiously, you just can't find them anymore. Or you get the same rubbish feeds of the same flaming accounts, or you end up scrolling through it like 3 days later and you're showing posts that were posted up the week before. Oh, it's not too bad, that one. I must have started this one. Oh. Gotta go now. Catch you later. See you later, Andrea. Ionora, get down. Right. It stood inside my cardigan. So, yeah, what time are we at? 20 to 1. Do you know, I'm losing my voice a lot lately, and I'm not even talking that much. So, yeah, I think I will go and pop off. I've got some bits and pieces I need to do. I want to nip into time before the shop's shut. And I need to, what do I do? Oh, I need to go and do some ordering bits and pieces for Christmas Advents. And I've got to get your pod bag sorted out for your Christmas Advent as well, because I can't send you the new style bags because they're too heavy. So I've got some really, really, really pretty material to do yours and the other ladies that's in Colorado's orders for your Advents. So fingers crossed. My intention is to get them posted out. Phil's away in a fortnight, so if I can get them posted before he goes away, even better. If not, it'll be Friday the first week in October. I shall get them all posted out because I'll be able to get into town in then. Yes. Oh, I'm just going, Rachel. So I'm going to pop off now. So anybody who uses today, remember the discount code festival in capital letters on my website. Whoever uses that code on their order will get 10% off their full checkout, and they'll be entered into a draw for a free 100-gram bat. It'll end tonight at midnight UK time. All orders will be posted out tomorrow, and I will announce who won the free addition to their order in the morning. And I will get some videos on YouTube during the week, also Batty Clubs as well sent out. So I hope you have a nice week. Thanks for sticking by me this week, the blinking nightmare with my phone. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.